is somewhat of a book haul, but it's a little different because, as you know, or if you don't know, now you know, I am a lover of all things philosophy and political theory, which I find political theory to be the intersection of political science and philosophy. I was going to say policy, political science and philosophy, right? So because I did study it in undergrad, that's kind of a tingly word, undergrad, I have a vast collection of philosophy and political theory novels, so I thought today we could go over some of them, and I was going to give you a brief overview of the books themselves, in case you are interested in these topics but never really had the energy or, the time to look into them yourselves. Shrug. So, let's get started, shall we? Okay. I just got one of the first books, and my cute little bookmark fell out. It's the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence. My ex-girlfriend got this for me when she went to Washington, D.C. Cute, right? Alright. So, starting off strong. Should this be the thumbnail? Oh god. Okay. The Communist Manifesto. The Communist Manifesto. Written by our guy, Karl Marx. And not to mention, because I feel like he is often left out of this, Frederick Engels, that's him. The book, I think they wrote this after the German ideology, which I read in one of my classes. I can't remember what class it was. A political theory class, obviously, but I read the German ideology, and it was pretty good. It was a hefty read, though, like very dense material, so I didn't hold on to that one. I think I have that on my Kindle. But anyways, this is kind of a thin book, so not much to go off of. Okay. I looked up a little blurb spine is broken. And so having this, yeah, it sucks. Nietzsche. Live dangerously. Although I feel like Nietzsche is more nihilistic than anything. Okay, anyways. So, what does this say? I feel like this is not going to make sense if you don't know what existentialism means. So, I got a blurb for us. According to existentialism, 1. Existence is always particular and individual. Always my existence, your existence, his existence, her existence, their existence for my non-binary folk. And 2. Existence is primarily the problem of existence, of its mode of being, right? Like, therefore, also the investigation of the meaning of being, and that investigation is continually faced with diverse possibilities, from among which the existent, for example, the human individual must make a selection to which he must then commit himself, because those possibilities are constituted by the individual's relationship with things and with other humans. Existence is always a being in the world, in a concrete and historically determinate situation that limits or conditions choice. Humans are therefore called in Martin Heidegger's, I don't know how to pronounce that, it's German for sure. His phrase, Dasein, which means their being, because they are defined by the fact that they exist, or are in the world and inhabit it. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. Let's break it down. Existentialism is quite frankly understanding that this world has no real meaning to it, and everything that happens is up to our own free will. Things happen because we make them happen, not because anything else, like no higher power is, has a little crystal ball and is playing with the cards, And although I enjoy philosophy and I enjoy reading about this kind of stuff, I myself am a spiritual person. I do believe in not necessarily God. Don't come for me. Do you hear the train? The train's like, Bailey, stop. So although I do not believe in God, I was raised Mormon, so I understand the concept of a monotheistic being. And I understand that a lot of people do believe in it. You can believe in whatever you want. As long as you respect me, I respect you, I just believe in a higher power. I believe in there being more than just us, so although I don't necessarily believe in organized religion, I can understand that we are not all there is, and there has to be, to be quite frankly honest, sorry, not to breathe into the microphone, I need there to be meaning in the things that I do, and maybe that's just my coping mechanism. I'm sure it is. I know we all have our coping mechanisms, but I need there to be meaning for there to be life. And that's just that on that, Last but not least, we got John Locke. An essay concerning human understanding. This is not my favorite John Locke piece. Mine is, what's it called? A second treatise on government, which is, recognized in our Declaration of Independence, because they literally took some of the writings of John Locke and were like, yeah, that sounds good. Crazy, right? Now, Instagram bio, and I was like, oh, so you're just one of those bitches that steal your personality from other people. I digress. So, an essay concerning human understanding by John Locke concerns the foundation of human knowledge and understanding. Like, we didn't know that from the title. Thanks, guys. It appeared in 1689, although dated 1690. He describes the mind at birth as a blank state, which he calls tabula rasa, although he did not use the exact words. Okay, wait, what? I'm reading Wikipedia, and this is stupid because this is not, like, I don't like this. However, this is true. The essay was one of the principal sources of empiricism in modern philosophy, and influenced many Enlightenment philosophers. Enlightenment, such as David Hume and George Berkeley. I have read David Hume. God, I'm like flashbacks to undergrad. So, in book 1 of the essay, it's Locke's attempt to refute the rationalist notion of innate ideas. Book 2 sets out Locke's theory of ideas, including his distinction between passively acquired simple ideas, such as red, sweet, round, like those descriptors, and actively built complex ideas, such as numbers, cause and effect, abstraction, like abstract ideas, ideas of substances, identity, and diversity. Ooh. Guys, oh my god, no more Indian food before I record. I'm so sorry. So, he distinguishes between the truly existing primary qualities of bodies, like shape, motion, and the arrangement of minute particles, and the secondary qualities that are, quote, powers to produce various sensations in us, such as red, sweet, round. These secondary qualities, he claims, are dependent on the primary qualities, so one thing has to exist for the other. He also offers a theory of personal identity, offering a largely psychological criterion. Book 3 or 4. I cannot read Roman numerals for shit, you guys. Like, literally, don't quote me on this. Book 3 is concerned with language, and book 4 with knowledge, including intuition. I feel like my throat is gonna gargle. Intuition, mathematics, moral philosophy, natural philosophy, which is science, and faith and opinion. So, that's that on that, you guys. Those are all the books that I have right now. I could probably go through fiction books if you guys are into this. I know my abridged version of